Yo, what is up, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host, Kenkukun, and today we got another Destiny 2 Raid Guide for Dummies video, King's Fall Edition. Now, we're at the Golgoroth encounter, right? This is another boss. I'm doing the gaze in this one. Now, once again, I should have the footage for DPS and what you do. However, if I don't, I show you a little bit of what DPS is as I'm running through this. This is a successful run, so I believe at one point in time, I actually jump down and do DPS and explain the mechanics there. So if I do not, towards the end of this video, when I actually do jump down and I'm killing ads, I will explain the DPS part, which is very simple. It shouldn't take a video to show you what to do. However, I do like to show it, or it wouldn't be a raid guide for dummies. It'd be a raid guide for people that, it'd be like reading a book. I'm going to tell you how to do it, but not show you how to do it. I don't like those types of raid guides. So if I talk about, I'm going to talk about the DPS phase for the people that are doing DPS in the bottom at the end of this video, and hopefully you will see a video for the DPS part, which will be a much shorter video because I'll probably just show one rotation of DPS, and that's all we'll really need. We won't need to show multiple DPS. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. We're gonna go ahead and okay. So everyone rallies up. I'm a gaze runner. I recommend running. You can run an arbalist. You can run a sniper. I recommend running a sniper. You could also run the xenophage if you want to get the gaze from the boss, right? Your job is when it's time for DPS, your job is to make the boss focus on you and not anybody in the middle. And then you trade the boss's gaze to another person, right? To whoever the second person is. So you're really not shooting and dealing damage to the boss other than taking the gaze, right? So to start the encounter, you shoot this little orb in the water, boom, and then you put 3 people on the left, 3 people on the right, usually. The people that are taking the gaze, whoever takes gaze first will always start from the left side of the map, and I'll show you why. So I usually take the 2 people that are running the gaze. One goes left and one goes right, and this is just to clear ads. Now, we were running tethers on hunters before, but it made every time a tether hit Golgoroth or an enemy ran in the tether that was attached to Golgoroth, Golgoroth would like arch his back like he's getting punched in the back. I don't know. Like, I didn't know the tether did all that kind of nonsense to Golgoroth, and it would throw off the shots for everyone else. So I no longer recommend tethers. A golden gun with Celestial Nighthawk. Now, if you were going to tether, a person one time used their tether to kill the ads behind Golgoroth, like way where we were back in the back room. There's a little area under it where they would tether. I'm not going to show that because I would say, just put some grenades on the enemies trying to kill you, and then go about your day. Pop a Celestial Nighthawk golden gun, put a shot into Golgoroth's belly, which is his crit spot, and move on. All right, so that little orb, that's the damage phase. One spawns at a time, and it starts on the left, goes to the right, then goes back to the left, forward a little bit, and goes to the right. You'll see as I grab the gaze, I'm changing my positioning to have Golgoroth line up looking at me, and then my teammates are looking at his stomach that is open, which is his crit spot. So you want to line up, and I'll show you. You want to line yourself up behind your teammates, right? So Boost is just making it weak. He's not getting it started. I need Gatto's the other gaze runner. So we're waiting for Golgoroth to look at Gatto. I'm waiting for him to look at Gatto so I can shoot the boss in the back and get his attention, right? So I 3-peek. I like that. I take cover. Get his gaze. Usually takes 1 sniper shot. Usually, unless there's a bug or a glitch. And then he turns towards me. So now my job is to shoot these little orbs, and I line up with the puddle that's on the ground. Now, everyone for DPS jumps into this puddle, looks at Golgoroth's belly where these little orbs are coming out, flying at me, and shoots them in the belly. You don't want them to get to you. They're really weak, and you can damage them pretty easily. And now we've traded gaze. There is a timer. I'll explain the timer. They traded gaze. Now, as someone who switches the gaze, you can help them shoot down the little orb once the gaze is gone if they've taken too long. The DPS people, when they hear 5 seconds have happened, They really should be shooting the next puddle just to get it out of the way. That way they can get ready to shift, because we're not waiting till 0 to take the gaze every time. Or by the time we do take the gaze at 0, if you haven't shot the next puddle, now you have to take time to shoot the puddle, and we'll be in positions for you to deal DPS to him already, but you're not in the puddle. If you're not standing in the puddle that you shoot from the ceiling, you will not do good damage. It'll be very mitigated damage. Like, he has super armor if you're not standing in that puddle, right? So I'm waiting for my teammate to get close to 0, like 3, 2, 1, 0. If you're feeling froggy and you want to take the risk, go ahead and wait for them to say 1. 3 seconds is a fine time to take the gaze too. If you look at the left of my screen, I'm counting down 7, 6, 5. Boom. At that point in time, everyone else should be shooting the next puddle down at 5 seconds, right? And then they would get ready for the next DPS phase. So I go ahead and take a couple of those things, which almost kills. It does kill me. And now I need to be revived so I can get the gaze. So now I've made my teammates come out of the way. So on a Titan, it's easier because when I run Titan with Lorelei, it's easier. Okay, cool. I come down for DPS because my teammate takes the gaze. Yay, me. So we can talk a little bit about DPS. 2-for-1 video. So I'm shooting the orb down, which probably should have been down already. We have the method down packed. If you want to come over to my Twitch, link it in the description below. I'm just going to throw that in there. So we shot the puddle down. I pull out my linear fusion. I get in the puddle, and I'm just shooting and shooting. Now this is why we want like grenades that can just kill the enemy. Perfect. I'm also unstable. Every time you stand in the puddle, whoever is in the puddle doing DPS, whoever is in it, someone will randomly have unstable light. Your screen will start to glow green, and you'll have 6 seconds. Within 6 seconds, you need to get away from your teammates because an explosion happens around you, and it will kill any teammate next to you, right? Again, every puddle, someone will get this. This is very important for the DPS people. Every single puddle, someone will get this debuff. You need to move. So, with that said, what we do is from the puddles that are furthest away from him, we have the runners that have unstable light run up to Golgoroth because the explosion will do a lot of damage to him, right? Now, we're already at the boss dealing damage under him. So what I do is I go behind him. Now I've put distance between, and then I still somehow die. Oh, my throwing knife kills me. I guess I had exploding throwing knives on, and it killed me. So don't kill yourself with your own stuff. But ideally, I would have exploded behind Golgoroth, dealt damage, and then I would not have been. I'm pretty sure no one else is unstable. Because there's I can't tell. Yeah, that's me. So, you would deal damage to him, and I get behind him. That way, I'm still by Golgoroth, and then my teammates are in front of him dealing DPS. Now, the next puddle gets shot down. They go stand in it. Whoops, I did not mean to rewind. And they're gonna do DPS. They're also gonna pick me up. It looks like someone. Looks like we failed to get the gaze too. So, unfortunate for that. Every time boom, you seen the explosion? There it is, right there. So he has unstable light, an explosion happened around him. If anyone was near him, we would have died, right? So the best thing to do is just go stand by Golgoroth. If the gaze has failed to be captured, everyone just needs to get away. And now we're going back to killing ads, right? So once again, you will see us clearing out ads. There's going to be some wizards or witches that spawn at the back of the room. The yellow bar witches from earlier. There's going to be some regular red bar witches too. I really like running the raid on my Titan, my Solar Titan with Loreleis, because a lot of things I can just a lot of enemies spawn from doorways in this raid, so I can just put a shield in front of a doorway with, put my back to the door, put the shield up, and then just kind of sit there. And the fire, you see the fire would kill the enemies, the shield would kill the enemies, and I would have to do minimal things. But as my light level gets higher, and I'm getting more comfortable running the other classes through the raid, I'm probably gonna run. I'll probably be more familiar with how the raid mechanics are after, because this was I only ran my Hunter and my Warlock through once, and then I've been on my Titan ever since. So my Hunter and Warlock, I'll be more comfortable. So I'm 3-peeking from cover, right? I'm waiting for my teammate to get Golgoroth's attention. Now, the way to get Golgoroth's attention without shooting him in the back, right? Shoot him in the legs, right? Or get close to him and he'll turn towards you. But shoot him in the legs. You want to get his attention. So he gets his attention. And I'm like, all right, everyone start shooting the thing down. I'm going to get the gaze, right? So everyone's shooting the puddle down. I'm going to go back here. Once again, I'm trying to line up myself with my teammates. So if as long as they can see if they get a good angle on Golgoroth to see his stomach to hit him in the crit spot. I will say the first time someone gets a gaze, sometime Golgoroth, his back will be turned towards me, so no one can shoot his crit spot. Don't panic. Just tell your teammates, hey, Golgoroth is glitched. Shoot him with only your primary ammo because you can't hit the crit spot. And then when the next gaze is gotten, it will fix that, and it'll look towards the other teammate. And this is a rinse and repeat cycle. I don't think there's anything else I really have to say other than, you know, if you, once again, you look at the timer, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds, boom. You know, every time his back opens up when I have the gaze, 10 seconds, you're at the 10-second timer. So if your teammate's not counting, when you see his back exposed, it's 10 seconds. So if you start counting to yourself, 10, 9, 8, right? Even though your teammate hasn't called it out, the phone call happens, they went on mute, headset died, whatever, they forgot. It's like, oh, I know what time it is. It's 10 seconds at least. I count down 5 seconds and then pull it because they didn't say anything, right? And it's rinse and repeat at this point. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below if this helps you out. You got to see a little bit of the DPS, which is exactly that. You know, you go down, you do the DPS in the puddles. And if you want to catch my live stream over at Twitch, you can. Link in the description below. And I will see you all on the next one. Later.